Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Pokey Oz here. Oof, sun and moon to the moon. We're going to have a look today at the 4 tag team sets. As we all know, Cosmic Eclipse, Team Up, Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds. 4 of the greatest sets I've seen in the game. Beautiful artwork, fun to open, and from an investing side, they've been so successful. A subscriber brought it to my attention the other day on my Evolving Skies video at the sort of 18-month mark, how strong that set's been, and how I was saying, look, I've never seen anything in my time in the Pokemon market perform like that has. He brought to my attention, what about Cosmic Eclipse and Team Up, which is a very valid point. I don't think it was quite at the same point that Evolving Skies was at 18 months, but is Evolving Skies going to be at the point that Team Up and Cosmic Eclipse are at the 4-year mark? Time will tell, but today we're going to delve into those. Can we still make money if we invest in them now? What can we learn off them? Because they've just gone bonkers. So we're going to have a look through some data on the sets. We're going to have a look at the hits in the set, see what we can learn from it, see what we can take out of it, see if it can help us ultimately make money in the future, because that's what it's all about, Pokemon investing. Let's jump into it.
The Sun and Moon tag team sets have really seen a growth that, other than Evolving Skies recently in the last 18 months, I've never seen before. So I really want to use this video as a bit of an exercise to see, first of all, what we can learn from it. And second of all, is there any money still to be made left on the table? Which set out of the 4 tag teams could we still park some money into to make some returns? Because again, investing, that's what it's all about. Parking money into somewhere with the aim of making a return. Let's start off by jumping into the tag team set Unbroken Bonds. And I've just got a graph up here with booster box pricing over the last 12 months. Hasn't actually had the best year in comparison to some of the other tag team sets, sitting on 460, working its way up, coming back down to earth, working its way up, remaining steady now at about that $478 mark, which, hey, that's pretty good going. Elite Trainer Box in Unbroken Bonds has really followed a pretty similar trend to the booster box, sitting at $386. Boy, you got to remember though, obviously the entry level price into the Elite Trainer Box back when the set was released was obviously considerably lower than the booster box. So if you actually compare the percentage gains, the Elite Trainer Box has performed better than the booster box. So what does all this mean for Unbroken Bonds? It hasn't seen the most growth out of the 4 tag team sets. We all know there's a clear standout in Team Up, which we'll get to shortly. Can we still make money out of Unbroken Bonds? In all honesty, it's probably the one out of the 4 tag team sets that I'm on the fence a little bit about. I don't see it going backwards, but I sort of see it hovering around that 750 Australian dollar mark or 400 US for a little while, to be honest. That's just a prediction, not fact, but I'm going to pick my pick of the 4 at the end. The Meteoric set Team Up. As I was saying in one of my other videos on Evolving Skies, I've never seen something go up so rapidly in 18 months as Evolving Skies, but I've never seen something go up so rapidly and continue to drive up as Team Up. Obviously, Print Run has had a huge impact on the meteoric price rise of Team Up. People thought it was going to have a reprint, maybe more. It just didn't. So stock is low. Supply did not reach demand. As a result, you're going to have to pay somewhere around $1,250 for a box. The Elite Trainer Box continues on in the vein of the booster box, just crazy increases. What's funny though is it's about the same price as an Unbroken Bonds box. Reason for that? Similar print waves, but I think the booster box obviously wasn't printed anywhere near as much as Unbroken Bonds box. To summarise, what a set, hey? I mean, when it was, I'm talking Australian dollars now, not US, but when it was 400 Australian dollars, I was like, oh, this thing's getting out of hand. It could get reprinted, crash it back down to 200 or 250 Australian box. I'll leave it. Then it went to 500, then it went to 600. I mean, 1250 US is pretty much bang on 2,000 Australian dollars. Which begs the big question, is there anywhere else for this set to move? I'm gonna have to say yes. It's not my pick of the four, but I'm still gonna have to say yes. Number 3 in the tag team sets, Cosmic Eclipse. What a stunner. Trainer gallery, beautiful artwork, a few awesome alt arts, great looking booster box, great looking elite trainer box. Deserves the trajectory that it's had. And what a trajectory. Look over at that graph. Look at the late acceleration. 700 nearly for a booster box. And the elite trainer box hovering around similar prices to both team ups and Unbroken Bonds at about that 360 mark. What you got to remember back in Sun and Moon era is elite trainer boxes, they were not printed the same way that modern Sword and Shield elite trainer boxes are printed. They were pretty much one and done, which is why I think we see a similarity in the booster boxes in the sets that we've looked at so far. Summary on a Cosmic Eclipse. I really placed this at a similar tier, on a similar level to Team Up. It was just printed a little bit more. That's why I think it's lagging behind in price a little bit. But look at that alt art, Arceus Dialga and Palkia. Look at the Rosa. You've also got gorgeous trainer gallery with cards like that Pikachu. It's just such a cool set. And where do I see it from here? I think it's only up. Again, it's not my pick out of the four, and you're about to be surprised with my pick. So this brings us to our 4th and final tag team set, Unified Minds. And this actually is my pick. It's my favorite. Let's have a look at the box prices. So booster box currently sitting at 450 US. And the elite trainer box sitting at 283 per box. So a little bit below the other tag team sets. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of reasons as to why Unified Minds is actually my pick for investability right now in 2023 for the tag team sets. The first one being this. Let's have a look at the PSA pop reports. We've got Cosmic Eclipse on the left, 59,000. So that's the most heavy. 33,000 for Sun and Moon. And moving on, we've only got 24,000 for Team Up and a very, very similar amount for Unified Minds. Like you can split them with a hair, the amount of graded cards. So for me, my pick of the 4 sets right now for the tag team Sun and Moon era is Unified Minds. And I'm going to second that with the hits in this set. Just look at those 6 on the screen there. Look at the alt arts. That Tyranitar, that Alolan Executor, Misty's Favor, Mewtwo and Mew GX Rainbow. This set has some seriously good looking artworks in it. Furthermore, coupled with the fact that its print run was really not too dissimilar to Team Up. And also, box prices being at about, 550 Australian, 600 Australian for a booster box, and about 350, 400 Australian for an elite trainer box. Both of those prices are sitting well below sets like Cosmic and Team Up. All this to me really suggests that Unified Minds could well take that second boost like Cosmic and Team Up have. I think it's the place to park your money.